Forbidden knowledge, gods of the Bible, Chemosh. Throughout the Bible, there are many mentions of other gods that have tempted and swayed the children of Israel away from the God of Israel. In this continuing series, Gods of the Bible, we will go over who these gods are, where these gods come from, and how these gods affect the Bible. Previously, we covered Anat, the goddess of war, and her role in supporting or defeating more important gods mentioned in the Bible. Chemosh. Woe to you, Moab! You are destroyed, people of Chemosh. Chemosh is the supreme deity of the kingdom of Moab. Moab is an ancient Canaanite kingdom that neighbored Israel and the kingdom of Judea. Throughout the Bible, Israel and Moab have had an interconnected history that is reflected in the Moab god Chemosh. Chemosh was the main patron deity of Moab. Chemosh was described as the war god of Moab. It is uncertain as to what Chemosh looks like since there is no certain images of Chemosh. What is certain is that Chemosh is masculine, and in reference to Chemosh, the goddess Ashtar is masculinized in connection to Chemosh. When the Greeks and Romans conquered Moab, they replaced Chemosh with Ares and Mars. The cult of Moab, unlike other Canaanite gods, did not spread much past Moab. However, the worship of Chemosh was not only tolerated in Israel, but explicitly accepted by King Solomon. Chemosh, much like the God of Israel, protected the Moabites when they were virtuous, and punished the Moabites when they sinned. Unlike the God of Israel, Chemosh demanded human and animal sacrifice. This is outlined in a few different places in the Bible, where either people or animal were sacrificed to Chemosh. A good example of this can be found in the actions of King Solomon. On a hill east of Jerusalem, Solomon built a high place for Chemosh, the detestable god of Moab, and to Molech, the detestable god of the Amorites. The worship of Chemosh in Judea and the high place of worship of Chemosh, the place established by King Solomon at the Mount of Olives, lasted for several centuries until its destruction at the hands of Josiah. Human sacrifice was tolerated in ancient Israel as mentioned by Jeremiah. They built high places for Baal in the valley of Ben Hinnom, to sacrifice their sons and daughters to Molech, though I never commanded it, nor did it enter my mind. As previously mentioned, it was King Solomon who built the original high places to Baal, Molech, and Chemosh. Each of these three gods demanded human sacrifice as a means of worship. The number of people who were sacrificed were so great that Ben Hinnom is the location of one of the gates of Gehenna, the fiery pit in the Old Testament. Direct evidence of human sacrifice to Chemosh can best be seen with the Moabite Stone, which goes over the Moabite revolt against the ancient Israelites. The Moabite Stone outlines the deeds of King Mesha, who rebelled against Israel and pleaded to Chemosh to deliver Moab from Israel. Mesha received the favor of Chemosh by sacrificing his own son, the next in line to become king, at the city walls. Then he took his firstborn son, who was to succeed him, as king and offered him as a sacrifice on the city wall. The fury against Israel was great. They withdrew and returned to their own land. Through Mesha's sacrifice of his son, Mesha went to war with Israel to destroy it. Mesha conquered the cities of Nebu and Eterat. He then sacrificed 7,000 men, women, and servants to Chemosh in a mass human sacrifice. Additionally, Mesha took the sacred offering cups of the God of Israel from the offering place to the God of Israel in Nebu, and offered it to Chemosh. As for the response to the God of Israel, the ancient Israelites did not heed the warnings of the God of Israel. Do not harass the Moabites or provoke them to war, for I will not give you any part of their land. I have given Ar to the descendants of Lot as a possession. In the end, the God of Israel looks at the Moabites and their detestable God with a semblance of compassion. Dibon goes up to its temple, to its high place, to weep. Moab wails over Nebu and Medeba. Every head is shaved and every beard cut off. On the streets they wear sackcloth, on the roofs and in the public square they all wail, prostrate with weeping. My heart laments for Moab, like a harp. My innermost being for Kir Haresh. When Moab appears at their high place, she only wears herself out. When she goes to her shrine to pray, it is to no avail. Did the God of Israel punish the ancient Israelites for expanding to Moab? Why did so many Canaanite gods demand human and child sacrifice? Is Chemosh still around today? Why did King Solomon, the wise king, allow the worship of gods demanding child sacrifice? Let me know in the comment section below, and for more Supernatural History TV, like and subscribe.